So I have downloaded the template file for InDesign here, and I now will save it to the right folder. Because it's a template file, we can sort of only save as. So I have created a folder here, recent places, year 3. Um, is that it? No, wrong one. Let's go up to desktop. Come on. InDesign year 3. There he goes. Let's go inside where I've got all my images, and I'll save the document there. And I'm going to call it the right name. So Pelosi underscore Anthony, something like that, just so it's clear what we're looking at. So save. Go in and double click, and you can edit the name of all the pieces. So here I can put in my name. Don't change any of the font or the text so that they're all consistent. And you can see what parts to put in. So I've also got these frames for the images, which I'm more than happy for you to adjust and move around. Let's start by putting in an image. So what I'm going to do is go up to File and Place, or Command D, and go to our file that we created folder. So we can see there's our InDesign folder file, and then the images that I've put in there. So I'm going to actually select all of them and see how we go. So and it comes up with a little preview there with the 4 images. So I can actually come in and start placing them in to each window, and you can see that they sort of come in varying forms because of the way that the InDesign works. So it basically just puts them in at the size of the image. So I've got one here where the image is smaller than the frame, and the other ones are varying sizes. Also, it only puts a preview, so here we can see why that's why we've got different quality of image. So I will now adjust them. So we can go up to Object and Fitting, and there's a whole lot of different things. So we can fill frame proportionally, fill content proportionally, fill frame to content, fit content to frame. Let's try that one and see what happens. So now what that does is it puts it out of whack. So that wasn't quite what we wanted, because we want it proportionally. So that sort of jammed it into the proportion of the frame. So if we go back up to Object, Fitting, so fit frame to content, fit frame proportionally. Let's see what happens here. And now you can see that the circles are fitting much better. And so if we come over here and drag that out, it doesn't actually, it stays that size, which again isn't what we want. So if we hold down Command when we do it, it makes us sort of can make any shape. So if we hold down, I'll just undo that, Command Z. If we hold down Shift and Command, we can then drag those bigger. So you can start to see quite a big image. So here I want a full bleed image, so I'm going to push it right up to the top. Shift and Command, and that fills it right up. But you can see that now the image is in front of the text, so we need to right click and go Arrange and Send to Back, and then that now sits over top. So I'll just quickly go over that again. So Object, fitting, fit frame proportionally. So that's sort of fitting, but not completely. So be aware there. So sometimes we need to sort of just make it fill out. So if I hold down Shift Command, we can make that a bit bigger or smaller. Sort of figure out how we want the images to work. So there's not a lot of room to fit images in, and you might go, well, actually I only want 3, so we can come in and delete. I don't want that one, so we're going to delete that one, and I'm going to have that at the full size. So actually I'm going to make that bigger, so Shift Command, no, what was it? Let's try again. Shift Command. So you have to go Command Shift in that order. So I hit the Command key and then the Shift key. It seems to be quite picky. And remember that it's just doing a preview, so the final image isn't necessarily correct. So if we go Display Performance, High Quality Display, you can see it does a much better quality image. So I've put those all in, which is a bit messy, but let's just make that smaller down, give us some white space, so we can have a play around and decide how we want to lay these images out. And you may want to put a caption in, where I would just copy this box and place it down and cut and paste your text in there. And once you've done, just go File, Save, and then you can put that folder into the Dropbox and just name it something that we can find easily. So I've got the images in that folder. Hope that helps.